Hi everyone, and welcome back to the next video in the part of the series of Ahead of the Games Cold Water Immersion Protocol, where hopefully on the 25th of February at 12:30 at 𝗖𝗢𝗟𝗄𝗣 on the Wirral, a few of you will be, or a lot of you, hopefully, will be joining us for your first ever cold water dip. Or if you're more experienced and used to that cold water, getting involved and coming down and just making up the numbers and having a great time and supporting those who are taking their first ever dip. So before we get into the next video, I've had a couple of questions about breathing and do they hold the breath on for, the breathing isn't really helping them too much to withstand that cold water and take the mind off it. So I'm going to put a bit more meat on the bones regarding the breathing. So take it back to that breathing video. We have a fight or flight system in us, and when that cold water hits us, it stimulates the vagus nerve, which then triggers the emotional part of our brain, which is very sensitive and always switched kind of on. And that's the hippocampus part of the emotional part of the brain. So it throws back to when we were prehistoric times, where man would be facing like saber-toothed tigers and that sort of danger. It responds to that, but it is also that sensitive that it will perceive a threat, such as a bus coming at you, or someone jumping out and scaring you, or you think you're being followed down a dark alley. Anyway, what happens then? That fight or flight's triggered. The hippocampus then tells to release adrenaline and cortisol, which then flow through the body. Your blood, your arteries constrict, and that stops the flow of blood going to our extremities. It protects the organs, and that's kind of so that if you were to be involved in a whether it was a saber-toothed tiger attack, or as I did with my leg, that shark attack in South Africa, you're not going to lose as much blood. So it's preventing bleeding out. So that's kind of the science or the reasons why. But we can overcome that, and we can use stress as a positive, which sounds crazy, but we can. And it is by using the breathing technique. Now, it's actually called box breathing. And what we can do is, as our heart rate goes up, as we're going into that water, we're feeling that cold, and everything in your system says, get out, because it's uncomfortable. How we control it is we focus on our breath. And this is why it's called box breathing. So we breathe in for 4, as I said before. 1, 2, 3, 4. We hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We then breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we repeat that, and we're focusing on our breath. We'll then become present within ourselves. That will slow the heart rate down, and soon you'll just be able to withstand that cold water that bit longer. Make this a regular part of your day, because the more we expose ourselves to it, the better and the more tolerant we become, and we can start to master that fight or flight trigger. I've waffled on and off now, more waffled than a pancake, South in America. So I'm going to get that hot water shower, and then I'm going to be back in a second. Catch you in a minute. And welcome back. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the next part of the video, or the next in the series. And this is now we're going to kind of be getting our full body involved. But we're just going to go through the simple steps that we've done in the previous videos to go through it. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to, again, switch that onto cold water, as cold as you can. A couple of people are saying I've got a temperature I can set it at, as cold as we can. Yeah, let's try and get this going. We've only got just over 2 weeks now until we take that dip. And if you can't make it, I want to see people who've been doing this protocol, getting involved, sending us their videos of them taking their dip as well. So here we go. We're onto cold, can't go any further. Step back, still in. Again, we're just going to put our palms and arms in, starting to get used to it, just feeling that coldness. And when it's as cold as it can, what we're then going to do is we're going to start with the leg. We're going to put our leg in. Okay, and we're going to feel that. So this is where the stopwatch we stop. We're going to be a lot longer in this now. So you can time yourself. We're going to try and do 30 seconds each side. So we're going to start to feel that. We're then going to put our arm in as well. We're then going to roll over the back like we've done already, across the back, allowing that cold water to hit the spine, right the way down. We're going to go back down the arm, making sure we rotate the palm forward, onto the leg. And now this is the fun bit. We're then going to lean into it, let the cold water hit, not putting our face in, not putting our head in, back over. Again, rolling back down. This time we're going to step back in, up the back of the legs, the calf, the hamstring, the glute, into the back, across the back, back down the arm back in, on the front, and then again this time we're going to come through, around, down, and we finish with the second time on the back. Step back in, take your time, roll over, and that's this day's video done. And remember, if we're struggling, just take your time, move back a step. But as always, let's finish with the cold shower. Let's get a good 2 minutes in. Well, I can. Those who want to improve it, just keep repeating that step. You don't have to do it twice, you can do it 3, you can do it once. I say there's no ego when it comes to cold water immersion, especially when we're in the water. Everyone goes at their own pace. See you for the next video. Peace out.